Imagine a chart title that says Revenue by Product, North Region, Q3 2024. And when a user changes the region slicer to South and the quarter slicer to Q4, the title changes to say Revenue by Product, South Region, Q4 2024. That is called a dynamic title. And it is one of those small features that instantly upgrade your reports, making them look more polished and professional. We're going to build one today, so let's get into it. We're using the exact same data set as we've used before. It's still the Superstore data. My Google Drive is linked in the description, so you can, access all of these tables. Before we write any DAX, let's go ahead and add a bar chart here. And in my bar chart, I'm going to add in my total sales, and let me go ahead and add in my region to this visual. Awesome. Now, for my slicers, I want to add in my consumer segment to the slicer. And when I filter to consumer or corporate or home office, what I want to see in my visual is that it shows me the breakdown by, each of those different values. But I also want to be able to see that within my visual title. Now, if you come in here under general, for this particular visual, you see the title written here, and this is static. But you notice that there is a formula icon on the side that tells you that you can make this property change under different conditions that you define. This is how we are going to be making our titles dynamic. And almost every text input in your visuals would usually have this FX option. But also, if you look at your text color, your background colors, it's basically a type of conditional formatting. Right? So basically, I'm saying I want to conditionally format my visuals to behave a certain way depending on the values that are present within the table. Let's create the measure that will end up becoming our title. So if I come in here, I'll just go ahead and create new measure. And I'm going to call my measure title segment. So I want to add a variable, and I want my variable to be called selected segment. And this will be equal to selected value segment. And if there is no value, I want it to default to all consumer segments, right? I'll close that. Now I want to return this total sales by region selected segment. That's the variable that I just created. But I want to add this in there, okay, so that it looks neat. In my title, I will replace this text with that particular measure that we just created. And we're going to keep this at field value. I think we created this in our consumer dimension. We're going to add the title segment and we click OK. Now, what do you see? Automatically, because the consumer segment is selected, it shows me total sales by region, consumer. If I click on corporate, it's going to show me total sales by region, corporate. If I filter to home office, it's going to show me total sales by region, home office, right? And if I don't have anything selected, it shows me total sales by region or consumer segments. And this is how you can create dynamic titles. Now, if I come in here, I turn this off. So I want to be able to select as many as possible at the same time. If this slicer is not a single select slicer, and I go ahead and select consumer, but in addition to consumer, I also select corporate, what happens then? Now, because it doesn't detect one filter selection, it defaults to what I inputted as my alternate value, which is all consumer segments. But this is not necessarily true because home office is not selected. How do you deal with this situation? Now, let's rename this to segment 1 region. We're going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to make a new measure. Now, this new measure, we want to name it title segment greater than 1 region. And we're also going to add in a variable for our selected segment. And our selected segment is still equal to selected value segment. But in this case, we're going to skip adding an alternate value. This is what we want to return if we open the bracket. we're going to be including the has one value function. Now, if the segment has one value, we'll close that bracket. I want you to return the total sales by region and the selected segment. Else, I want you to return total sales by region, and I will need you to count the rows of the values of our segment and add the words segments selected. And I'll go ahead and close that if statement. Now let's read through this again. I have added this as the value for my selected segment. So when a segment is selected, this would give you that value. I did not put an alternate value because I wanted to define that within my return statement. Now I'm asking you to return this. If the segment has one value, then go ahead and return the total sales by region with that value. However, if it doesn't have one value, I want you to return the total sales by region, but note the number of values selected and say X segment selected. Here, I think I also want to include and segment. Let me add space. And we'll go ahead and close that. I'm going to come into this visual and I'm simply going to go into my title and I will replace this formula here. I will replace it with the new one that I just made. So this is greater than one region and I click OK. Now what happens here is you see that it automatically updates. Total sales by region, 2 segments selected. Total sales by region, 3 segments selected. But if I were to select only one segment, it gives me the total sales by region consumer segment. So this is how you can upscale your visual titles. Now, what if I have more than one slicer within my visual and I want my titles to reflect what has been selected on all the slicers? Let's explore this. If I have another slicer here for year, so let's add in the year to this slicer. And I'm going to make this a vertical list. Let's move this down. I'll move this down a bit, move this down a bit as well. And I'm just going to select all. In this case, if I've selected consumer here and I've selected 2014 here, I want this title to also reflect 2014. So we're just going to go into here again. I will build a new measure. And in this case, I am going to say title, segment, and year. And I'm just going to go ahead and build my first variable, selected segment equals to selected value segment. And my second variable will be selected year. And this is equal to selected value year. I'll close that. Now, what do I want to return? Total sales by region, open bracket, and close that. And selected segment, and let's add the word segment and close that bracket. I need to add a space and I'll open a bracket as well before I close that quote. And after my bracket, I also want to add in the selected year. And after I add in my selected year, we add the and. We want to close that bracket. And here, add the word year with a space. So I'll show you what this looks like. Now, let's add this into our visual. If I go into my title and I select here and I change this field to the segment and year and I click OK, I can now see what happens here, right? Total sales by region, in brackets, consumer segment, and it gives me the year 2014. Now, let me tweak this slicer to be able to select multiple without me clicking control. Now, this is also not a single select slicer. So if I select 2015 and 2014, what happens? It doesn't give me a value because first of all, I did not define an alternate value within that particular measure. And the same will happen for my segment as well. It just does not give me any value. So the same way we formatted the segment, let's go ahead and format segment and year as well. So we're going to come into our variable. So my selected segment will be equal to, if I open that, has one value segment, I'll close that. I want the value to be the selected value. And segment. And I'm just going to put that in there. So if it has one value, give me that value segment. So consumer segment or home office segment. However, if it doesn't have one value, I want you to give me the count rows of the values segment. And I want you to add the words, and I'll go ahead and close that. My if statement is done. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for year. So let's just copy this and let's copy this to year. The only difference is that we're going to be replacing segment with year. So if year has one value, go ahead and give me the year. But instead of the year coming last, I want the year to come first. So I want it to be year, whatever the year is. So year 2014 or year 2015. However, if it has more than one value, I want you to give me the count rows of the years. And I want you to add this amount of years selected, right? So years. Now, when we go back into our return statement, we no longer need this segment and we no longer need this year because I've already imputed those into my my variable. So now I want to return this, my total sales by region, and I want a bracket opened. After that bracket is open, I want to add my selected segment, right? And after my selected segment, I want you to close the bracket and open a new bracket. And inside that bracket, I want you to add my selected year. I want to close that bracket. So you see that every text I'm adding is put in between quotes. So now it tells us that our total sales by region, we have 2 segments and we have 2 years. If I go ahead and only select consumer, so I take off corporate, you see that it gives me consumer segment for 2 years. And then if I go ahead and unclick 2014, consumer segment year 2015, this is how you can dynamically alter the titles within your visuals. If I were to use this for my report, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy all of this, and I'm going to create another measure, report title. And in my report title, let me go ahead and paste this and remove that. Now for my return value, let's say we're doing a sales dashboard. And then I want it to show all the values that have been selected. So for my report title, what I would usually do is I would add a card visual. In my card visual, I go ahead and add my report title measure in there and expand. So I'll go into my visual and take out the category label so that that report title doesn't show. And then I'll just expand. Now, this is my report title, and basically I've set it to show me that this is my sales dashboard showing consumer segment year 2015. If I select all, it shows me 3 segments year 2015. And if I go ahead and take out the selections here, 3 segments, 4 years. So you can use dynamic titles for your visuals. You can use dynamic titles for your report as a whole, and it is just amazing. It elevates your reports even more. Yeah, I hope this helps. If you've learned something, please like the video. And if you have questions, leave your questions in the comment section. I'll look forward to responding to them. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, just so that you get notifications when we upload new videos like this one. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.